Today I want to tell you a little story. So let's start off with once upon a time. Now, once upon a time there was this man who was a good family man who had a job. Now, this type of job that he had was one that was very manual. It was one he had probably from the age of 13 all through his life. He done the same job. He would work 7 days a week. Everybody loved him. He was great at his job. And then as he got older, things started to happen. He started to forget things. He started to, his job was driving, and he started to make some silly mistakes with his driving. And then his family realized that, something, he isn't able to do the job anymore. So he needs to retire. Now, this man had been working all his life. I don't think he even finished off school. He just went straight into his job and worked in that job for the rest of his life. Now, because he was older and because he got no work now, he had time in his hands, and he joined a local men's group. And in this men's group, what they did was they used to do different activities. And one of the activities this man did one day was he took up painting. He'd never picked up a paintbrush before, but he was shown how to paint. And what he did was he painted a beautiful little Irish cottage up on the hillside. Really, really lovely. And he took this picture home, put it up in his fireplace, and he was really, really proud of it. And then one day, he didn't paint anymore. He didn't want to do it anymore. When he was asked why he never painted again, he said that his son laughed at the picture that he painted, that it wasn't much good. And because his son laughed at that picture, he never painted anymore. And at the time of his funeral, he passed away a couple of years after that, that solitary painting sat beside his coffin. That was the only painting he ever did. Now, all the way through his life, he never did anything like that. And the one chance where he had to do something that probably would have given him something to be proud of, give him a new kind of creative avenue, something that probably he would have never thought of doing, or something that would never have happened to him until he ended up in this situation where he was in this men's group. And he never painted again. Now, that's a true story. So what I'd say to you is that if someone comes to you with a creative idea, or just wants your honest opinion, sometimes the best thing you can do is say nothing. Sometimes the best thing that you and I can do is just say, keep going. Keep going. If you like it, keep going. Because sometimes the greatest people, sometimes the greatest paintings, books, videos can just be stopped in an instant by you or I saying the wrong thing at the wrong time. So instead of putting someone down today, how about supporting someone? How about telling them that even though they mightn't think they have talent, or even though, they don't think this is going to go anywhere, support them. Tell them to keep going. Keep trying. Try out different things. Always be supportive. And don't be like that, son. If there is somebody who you think needs some support, don't quash their dreams. Life is too short to quash anyone's dreams. And you don't know what can happen in the future with that person. You might think, well, they're not much of an artist now, or they're not really great on camera. You don't know what they're going to be like in the future. So how about just closing them out? And if you do have anything good to say, support them and tell them to keep going. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.